Yeah, it's enough of that. The puzzles are fantastic. The story's just weird. Oh boy, what we got, Rio? Theodore Roosevelt gave a speech after getting shot. Donald Trump can remember 5 words and identify an elephant. Look, man. It's the same. Yeah, let's murder the world for a little bit. Why not? Ah, man, really? Oh, okay. Boop. My god, please stop asking me to link a Nintendo account. Sure, main game. Shadow Plague. Interesting. Ew. A simian flu? Sure. This is interesting. What are we naming our plague here, boys? What are we ending the world with? Twitter. Sure. Century ago, a human close to death was infected by a sentient pathogen, the Shadow Plague. Buried deep underground, the human was slowly consumed and transformed. Consumed? Oh, I can move that. The Shadow Plague has fully mutated the DNA of its host into being a great power. Now driven by eternal hunger, it is time to rejoin the world. This is time humanity will fall. Okay, so we get to pick a starting country here. Where should I start, Rio? Or Burr? I accept either answers. Okay, Egypt. How do I... How do I pick? Oh. Oh, that's weird. Cool. Those are some nice ports. World has changed beyond belief, but the vampire can already smell the blood of billions of humans when to be consumed and subjugated. A vampire starting in... This is weird. In Egypt. Understood. This control's very weird. Your vampire can change the world. Your vampire is shown as a red icon on the world map. It has unique powers and abilities. Use it wisely so you can try to cover the world in shadow. It kind of makes sense. It's just that dude from Ancient Aliens was right. right? Oh no, guys. Budget Airlines plans to remove seats for passengers. Its fan announces austerity measures? We'll fast forward a bit. Hiker discovers bloody murder scene in Egypt. Oh dear. Insurgency continues in the Middle East. The vampire needs to evolve its powers and use them to enslave the world, otherwise it will be caught and killed by the authorities in Egypt. Okay. Spain announcing absurdity isn't news. That's just Spain. I don't know what that means. Oh, here we go. Oops. A vampire gains the ability to enter blood rage. Will attack resources if present, otherwise consumed. Vampire create lair. Also generates DNA. Vampire gains the ability to temporarily mutate into a vast winged bat-like creature whilst traveling in nearby countries. We don't even have great economics. Vampire adapts to a modern world and is able to feed much more stealthily, as consuming the present makes it harder for humans to attack vampires. Interesting. Kind of like these ones. Infected struggle to sleep at night, increasing infectivity. This is developed and filled with a dark pause, increase infectivity and slightly harder to cure. Interesting. Sure. The vampire releases a unique strain of the shadow plague called Twitter, which spreads independently from the vampire, but the humans have no idea what the vampire has planned for them. Alright, man. Oh, can I tell it to move to a country? Sure, let's go to... Oh, man. Oh. Cool. Let's go to Italy. Transform vampire into a bat and it's traveling to Italy. Interesting. Sure requires blood to function. I mean, accurate. Interesting. Double sides of the wingspan and bat for increasing flight distance. Yes, please. Cool. No, I've been ignoring things up here. Hiker discovers murder scene in Egypt. Woman catches man flu. Woman catches man flu? Gravedigger discovers brutal murder in Egypt. Insurgency continues in the Middle East. Expect storms and freak weather. More info more often, says who. Blood drinking murder reported in Egypt. Utah man accidentally sues himself, claims harassment. Sounds like Utah. Alien's not interested in her, says writer. Harry Potter reboot considered. Midnight murder spree shocks village in Egypt. Greece may exit Eurozone. Man runs with scissors. 12 hospitalized. Blood cult now suspected of brutal murders in Egypt. Blood drinking murder reported in Italy. Police find bite marks on a murder victim in Egypt. Italy forms police team to hunt blood cult. Strange space debris found. CDC avoid exposure to ricin. No antidote exists. Phone maker asks friendly singer to be CEO. Templar Industries now world's largest defense company. Alright. AC-130 safest place in event of zombie attack. Accurate. Italian plumber fined for killing turtles. Bodie McBoatface sinks without trace. If Greece exists, the Eurozone, they will exit the Eurozone, they will collapse, guaranteed. God, I hope they do it. Group of Redditors? Unsatisfied with their work conditions, have put forward a motion to require leaders to subscribe to a paywall. Community fully supportive. Jogger smiles at camera, becomes popular. Japan avoids fiscal meltdown. Proud of them. No, Bodie McBoatface. Right? Rio bans Streamy McStream Face. Of course that exists. Of course. Auxiliary steroids manipulates pheromone production, making victims more charismatic and able to easily manipulate, seduce others. Increased effectivity. Sure. I also think we're gonna go ahead and travel to... Let's go to Russia. Can you imagine a vampire in Russia? The age-old tale of the internet naming things. Vampire industry wins major defense contract. Proud of them. Oops. I didn't intend to click that. Surge in testosterone significantly increase muscle mass, increase in infectivity, but can also be lethal. Texas votes to ban guns. That surprises me. Increased rainfall in human countries. Largest research shows that human countries are getting significantly wetter due to global warming. Increased rainfall in human countries. What I got here? Vampire able to create a lair for it to rest in, and heal also generates DNA. Yeah, sure. Canoodling couple ruthlessly murdered in Russia. Oh, do I get to choose the base? One drinking murder reported in Russia. Russia forced police team to hunt a blood cult. Templar Industries acquires high-tech medical research giant. I'm assuming that's an Assassin's Creed reference. Increases the speed at which vampires can heal with it when in their lair. Vampire gains ability to enter a blood rage. Vampire visits hundreds of humans each night and works them in blood, infecting them with the Shadow Plague. Reduced blood clotting ability results in heavy external bleeding, often fatal due to whatever that word is. As the disease affects the brain, excessive optic nerve impulses triggers a severe intolerance to light, increasing infectivity. Increased likelihood of large actions which can distract the immune system, harder to cure. Currently vampire, but temporarily reducing toxic mutations. Ooh. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Hundreds of millions of people will be killed by Twitter as it searches for a viable host to turn into a vampire. To speed things up, affect more people. Vampire awakening can be temporarily repeated. Unknown disease spotted in Egypt. Authorities in Egypt expressed concerns over a previously unknown pathogen called Twitter. Doncaster has a grit spreader called Gritsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yo Anti-Slip Machine. It's wonderful. I hate this. Genetic analysis shows similarities with bat-borne diseases, and it appears to cause severe bruising in humans. The vampire feeds by drinking the blood of its victims, leaving behind drained corpses. It is only a matter of time before the humans realize that they are dealing with something far worse than a murderous cult. think it's time to get on out of Russia. Yeah, we'll go hang out in China for a bit. That seems like a swell idea. Oh. Unlock transmissions. Suspended and expelled legal particles from victim increasing infectivity. Yeah, send it back to China. Perfect. Yeah. What's wrong with that? Genetic shift in virus increase in infectivity, mutation chance, and makes cross-species infection possible. Interesting. Oh boy, what did I miss out on here? Increased rainfall, canoodling couples once being reported in Russia. Russia forms team to hunt blood called murdered hermit found with bite marks in Russia. Templar Industries acquires high tech. Unknown disease spotted in Egypt. More deaths linked to blood called in Russia. Egypt starts central corpse disposal. Egypt legalizes wolf hunting. Egypt bans all flights. Egypt conducts nationwide blood test. Dracula book sales spike. Egypt quarantines all dogs. Egypt dispenses bottled water. Egypt distributes face masks. Egypt uses mass graves. Egypt issues pandemic alert. Egypt poisons bats. Interesting. Twitter has been placed on the WHO watch list due to its ability to cause severe bruising in victims already dangerous. Governments are warned that it could become unstoppable. Japan starts cure research. Japan, you knocked that off. Twitter placed on watch list, as it should be. Family slaughtered in deadly biting attack in China. Twitter has mutated and developed the photobia symptoms without using DNA points. Libya starts cure research. New lab built in Baltic states to cure Twitter. Due to concerns over the unusual and unpredictable nature of Twitter, the WHO is funding a new global system of research labs. These labs will try to cure the pathogen and train research staff in other countries. Botswana starts cure research. Unfortunate. Middle East starts cure research. Italy starts central corpse disposal. That's cute, Botswana. What we got, Rio? Come on. When you're trying to dig a tunnel under the French trenches and you accidentally break into the tunnel of the French and try to dig under your trenches, bonjour, guten Tag. Oops. Authorities in China are battling to stop the blood cult murders that are terrifying the country. So far, no one has been caught, but they claim it is only a matter of time. Well, America, when it started, they're busy deciding if it's right to get sick or not. True. Oh wow, that's a lot of disease points. In order to affect people in hot, cold, or rich countries, you will need to upgrade your layers to give specific climate tolerances and then build them in key countries. Interesting. I have multiple layers. Moving away from humans, this layer acts as a space for vampire. Here it can heal itself as well as generate DNA, protecting genetic experiments on healthy and infected people. Cool. Hue established in Poland. Or is that a Hue lab? Sudan conducts nationwide blood tests. Russia dispenses bottled water. Sudan puts curfew in place. Russia legalizes wolf hunting. Sudan prioritizing cure research. Russia shuts land borders. Sudan mobilizes infectious disease team. Italy eradicates all wolves. Where was Sudan issues pandemic alerts. Sudan dispenses bottled water. WHO lab established in New Zealand. Sudan quarantines all dogs. Sudan poisons bat. Russia starts central corpse disposal. Wolf hunting. Army sent to contain blood cult in China. That's unfortunate. Oh boy. Ah, yes, the right to get ill rappers have been advocates for that for years. Like an onion or an ogre. Sudan conducts nationwide blood tests. That's just them having another civil war. Here we go, please. Authorities in China have confirmed that they are tracking a highly dangerous individual who they are believing responsible for horrifying blood cult murders. Yes, that means it's time to leave China. Let's go hang out in Pakistan. Ah, face cam now. Yes, Sir Fick Boy. I thought you were doing the sleep. God. Oops. Please, stop doing dumb things. Thank you. Vampire's not under attack. Water rage and enters a trance which rapidly heals, feeding from people. Interesting. Vampire disinterested in each time marks something. Yeah, sure. I got distracted. If I leave, I've passed out. Sweden shuts down borders. Ah, Sweden. When traveling, Vampire is able to instantly travel anywhere in the world, regardless of distance. Ooh, that sounds useful. Am I not able to send multiple wares? Fair. I had to take a 3-hour nap. I really tried to be here for all of it. It's okay, Burb. I also took a 3-hour nap. Twilight lied. What? Templar Industry reveals global vampire threat. The secret and multinational defense company says a vampire is behind the shocking blood cult murders, as well as the outbreak of Twitter. Templar Industries claims to be taking urgent action to defend humanity. The world is very upset. Claiming that humanity is at risk of extinction, Templar Industries have advocated advanced military bases across the globe. Oh dear. Templar Industries commit to using their military research facilities to help develop a cure for Twitter. They aim to exploit their knowledge of the vampire to push research in new directions. No, I get it. Twitter's full of suckers. Herb, no. Claiming that they have no alternative, the Templar have begun huge military operations to eradicate all people infected with Twitter in their home countries. Vampires on attack. Change to adrenal cortex increases adrenaline and can trigger frenzy biting attacks. Vampire able to meditate with the shadow like a huge cloud. Yeah, sure. That sounds useful. Cure for Twitter is 75% complete. Humans are close to curing Twitter. If only your vampire could fly to the Hugh Labs and destroy them in order to slow down the research. Oh, I see. Okay, that's interesting. Hi, Yonzer.
Hi.
I'm a vampire.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's a lot different. Hugh Labs close to developing a cure for Twitter. The Hugh announces that its labs are close to developing a cure for Twitter. The cooperation of the world's best researchers has been essential in understanding this terrifyingly unique pathogen. Good morning, Antsy, says Burb.
Hi.
Yeah, Burb came back. Rio's here too. Sir Fick Boy also came back. The vampire in Baltic states is forced to feed off humans who have received the cure for Twitter. The blood is toxic to the shadow plague, and the vampire is poisoned every time it feeds. That's unfortunate. The cure for Twitter has been researched. High altitude flights will release the cure into the air so it can be absorbed into the skin of infected people. Interesting.
Alright.
Send your vampire into a blood rage. Vampire in Baltic states is being attacked by humans and is badly wounded. Unless it is able to escape, it will die soon. Vampire has been killed in Baltic states. Its diseased corpse bursts into flames and releases dark smoke into the city.
Alright.
So does that mean I lost it? Twitter can turn people into vampires. Don't worry about your vampire being brutally killed. Twitter has the power to turn infected people into vampires by evolving certain things. And symptoms? I mean, I already did that, but it didn't select anything. Like, how do I make new vampire? The world has defeated the vampire and will soon eradicate Twitter forever. The people who have died will not be forgotten. Oh, but it sure would be a shame if a world war allowed the virus to spread. RIP. The vampires in Twitter have been eradicated. It's probably for the best, right? Let's do another one. Just one more hour.
Not really.
Almost. Let's do the simian flu. Oh god, I know exactly what to name it.
What?
Our plague is named Coconut Gun.
Alright.
You are a new simian flu. You must evolve and spread across the world, wiping out all humans under the ultimate plague. Select a start location. Where do we feel like starting? I guess in the world of plague, Canada took over Alaska. And Hawaii doesn't exist, apparently. Greenland. Sure. I'll start a monkey virus in Greenland. Coconut Gun begins in Greenland. Coconut Gun has affected its first human. Weak, but used to cold temperatures. It must evolve using DNA to infect more people. Coconut Gun is a genetically modified virus created in Genesis Lab. It has successfully increased intelligence and age, but has not been tested on humans. Cool. Sore throat causes discomfort and increased likelihood that coughing will spread disease. Sensitivity and pain when eyes exposed to the sunlight. Also, Ireland says UK, which is very wrong. It ignores a few wars that happen. So let's use some research that slightly reduces infection rates. Irritated subglottic leads to discomfort, slight chance of infection when kissing. Warning, simian flu virus identified. What? Bro, do you see how many Middle East countries are lumped together? Ireland is of the least concerns at the moment. New Genesis lab tests viral drug in Greenland. Biotech firm Genesis built a groundbreaking new gene therapy drug for Alzheimer's. Human trials are expected as soon as ape testing in Greenland is complete. Major terrorist plot foiled. Excellent. Hello.
Hi.
Have you ever done the monkey one?
Monkey one.
Yeah. New social network launches. There's a new social network on the scene for people without friends. Blank Book Plus is expected to attract billions of people within days.
No, I just do the normal.
IDK any of those things.
I just do the normal.
Syria. To find out more about a country, press A when a country is selected to open its menu. Coconut gun affects hundreds. Coconut gun has affected hundreds in Greenland, increasing the chance that infected person will affect a healthy person. Keep involving your disease. Here we go. Let's increase its ability to do stuff. Harry Potter reboot considered.
Huh?
Harry Potter reboot secured.
Oh.
Sections on Burma lifted. Minor gold rush near Istanbul. Expect storms to freak weather more often. Cool. It's a serious problem.
I bet.
Okay, European. What?
Not a stupid ulcer in my mouth. Oh, hi, everybody.
Okay, Americano iced coffee. Fashion able transferred for physical contact. Gives organisms the ability to spread through blood-blood contact.
Is this like one of the, is this one of like the challenges, or have you been...
Penguins
eating lemons?
spontaneously combust in zoo. At least use something I actually drank. It's like a quote-unquote sponsored one.
Oh, okay.
It's sort of an ad for Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Coconut gun spreads to Norway. Norway has been affected. Your disease has taken an important step in becoming a plague. Poor Norway. Has affected thousands of Greenland. Yeah, Greenland's going through some things. Machine gun powered jetpack banned over safety concern. Klingon new official language of EU Parliament. CDC warns of a drug-resistant nightmare bacteria. Rusty Rake declared a deadly weapon. Child reinvents wheel. Engineers baffled. Ooh, that's a lot of things. Compromise voted most insulting word ever. Diagnostic team in Greenland has spotted a new disease which has been named Coconut Gun. It is quite severe and must be investigated further. Other countries also reported the disease. Well, that's not great. Oops. Okay, Dr. PP. Coconut Gun has mutated and developed neuroenhancement symptom 1 without any DNA points. Genesis reveals that Coconut Gun escaped from their lab in Greenland and pledges security. The lab will use existing research and ape test subjects to rapidly develop a cure. Coconut Gun escaped from Genesis lab. Coconut gun has mutated and developed a narrow enhancement 2 symptom without using DNA points. Monkey s'more, right? Coconut gun has maintained develops a bleed system without DNA points. Coconut gun becoming scary. The more scary coconut gun becomes by hurting and killing, the harder humans will try to cure. Remember this when involving your disease. Cure for coconut gun is 25% complete. Oh boy. Oh dear. Has affected more people in the world than TB. First country trying to limit this for the coconut gun by limiting access into and out of the country. I still feel like crap, but at least I'm not dying anymore, right? Defeat. Rip. Big rip. Unlimited board games. Interesting. Science. Now people no longer believe in science. Popular opinion has shifted against objective truth and towards alternate facts. But when a terrifying new plague is unleashed, ginkgo tree extract, healing crystals, and Senko can only do so much. Can the exiled world save? Experts save the world. Oh no! We'll name this, Thought. Thought has infected its first human. Weak and unspecialized, it must evolve these DNA points to infect more people. Thought begins USA. Thanks, Burp. I appreciate the well wishes. Just like for experts on the rise. Computer games industry growing in the UK. Pot is spreading from person to person using and will grow exponentially. Control plagued by stuff. We just need to have plague parties and get herd immunity. Yeah, makes sense to me. Groundhog choosing to head environmental agency. Majority believes ozone layer was a sonic level. Oh. Earth not a planet, science body claims. Oh no! Oh no! Super science utopia in India. Profit warning in U.S. retail sector. Perfect sense. Script approved for episode 7, Taking the Mickey. CDC 910. U.S. adults get too much sodium every day. Probably. Zynga looking to buy Clash of Clans? Insurance firm aims to reclaim Millennium Falcon payout. Thought spread to Spain. Infectious than TB. Climate change joke. Climate change has lost the last of its credibility due as an influential politician suggested he was a bit chilly and could do with some more global warming. Oh no! Oh no! Symptoms can be relieved with this $40 quartz crystal that I happen to be selling en masse. More infectious than HIV. USA starts cure research. That's hard to believe. Oh my lord. Oh no. Wow. Symptoms can be instantly relieved by summoning Brad Stream. Accurate. More infectious than the common cold. Guess we should probably start killing folks. Thought killing very fast. killed more than the Black Death. Worse than Spanish flu. Actually, this illness is named Fought, so I had to sub the Rio 89's OnlyFans. Accurate. Goma septum mutated. Central Europe gives cure maximum priority. Bolivia puts curfew in place. India burns corpses. Indonesia removes drug research safeguards. Zimbabwe prioritizes healthcare. Bolivia calls all livestock. West Africa gives cure maximum priority. Iraq exterminates all birds. East Africa exterminates all birds. West Africa removes drug research safeguards. West Africa calls all livestock. Spain uses mass graves. China shuts down the internet. India declares national emergency. Iceland removes drug research safeguards. India puts curfew in place. Botswana starts central corpse disposal. Central America gives cure maximum priority. Something about Korea. Why's the northern part of South Africa there doing okay? Super Science Utopia destroyed. Humanity's brightest minds have been wiped out in India. Feeling vindicated, the rest of the world completely stops believing in quarantine. Oh no. Madagascar declares national law, or martial law, rather. On the nose. Vomiting symptom mutated. Yeah, I'm surprised we're still going too. That's very close to dying out, right? Rocket prioritizes healthcare for infected people. Did I do it? Cure's 50% complete. Who's still alive to work on a cure? Zimbabwe's still holding on pretty strong. Oh, feet. I just love how instantly it spreads, though. Oof. Big oof. Interesting. Alright, I think that's enough plague for a bit. I think I'll go hang out in Animal Crossing for the last couple minutes here.